Welcome to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT. You can refer to me as Miss T. Sorry for being late, but when you don't have internet, things be happening. I wish Xfinity get their stuff together and stop scrambling in the evening. Like, I don't know what they're doing, but it's like your internet is down for a while. We'll text you when it comes back up. I can't stand these motherfuckers. Well, I'm not gonna miss them when I do move. Anywho, y'all see the thumbnail? Guess what? Guess what? Ryan Garcia made them eat their words. He made them eat their words. Talking about Oscar and Bernard, they might want to ponder on how they treat their or say things about their future fighters. But Ryan gotta understand, he kind of bought some of that shit on his own self. I think he knows that. That's why it was easy for him to say he forgive. Or maybe it was just all a ploy to sell the fight. Anyway, he got some skills with that. But we're gonna get into that. And I almost hit the wrong button. We're gonna get into that and much more. But y'all know the drill. First, let's turn to Welcome back to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT. You can refer to me as Miss T. As I said, I apologize. I can't do nothing about the internet, you guys. But y'all know what we do at the top of my hour. So water check. Here at Boxing Fans Talk TV, we advocate that everybody drink at least 100 ounces of water. Water is a life sustainer, like I always say. It's important. It's half the battle when you're dealing with illnesses, or if you have to go to the hospital for whatever reason. You need to stay hydrated. Nobody going forward should have bouts with dehydration. Dehydration leaves permanent markers or permanent scars that you don't see till later. You can't go through that. I was a person who was chronically dehydrated. Don't know why. I used to drink water, or I thought I was drinking water. But there's some people out there, as much water as you drink, it still ain't enough. Just like you can go outside for an hour, an hour a day, and find out that that's not enough sunlight. Where somebody else can do 15, 20 minutes. It is depending on your complexion, like how much you can absorb. If you have an absorption problem, you can be walking around with an absorption problem in your life and not even know it. And you just, have to wither through that. You're going to have to find out these things. But water, you can have an absorption problem with water too. And so I'll tell you a trick. Take sips. Drink on it all day. Just take sips. Or you could take Celtic salt and put a little bit on your tongue, not a lot, just a crystal or two, and it'll help you absorb the water into your cells, because that's the ultimate goal. You want your cell to have what it needs, because when your cell ain't got what it need, or is lacking certain parts, oh, that's when you get sick. So anyway, drink your water, and we know that a lot of people is not into drinking water, so we say at least 2 times a day that you drink your water. That's first thing in the morning before your toes hit the ground. Drink you 8 ounces of water. Have it on a nightstand ready. Think of your body as an engine and the water is the lube, so drink up. The second time is at night when you get out the shower. For those of you who take showers at night and throw your PJs on, you don't go to sleep right away. You look at a program or two, then you go to sleep. And actually, the American Heart Association agrees that it's at that time that you should drink your water for your body to get ready for what it's got to do in a deep sleep. We're not talking cat naps. We're talking deep sleep. Your body go through a lot of reads at night, revamping, rebooting, recharging, recreating, redirecting. A lot of reads. And we can go on and on and on, because your body basically replenishes itself day to day. It makes a bunch of new cells, red blood cells. I mean, that's where I get the recreating from. So, you need water to help all of that move in a timely manner. That's a lot of work. And amazingly enough, in your deep sleep, you don't feel any of it. So all that work, you need your water and to help things move in a timely and efficient manner. So after that, if you're drinking your water twice a day like that, just add another part of the day, like in the middle of the day, and then just keep adding. Believe it or not, it's not hard to drink 100 ounces of water. The formula is half your body weight in ounces of water. And, you just had Al Money on here, I think last week, saying what it did for him. A lot of people get this out your head. A lot of people, especially women, are concerned with weight loss and carrying weight and all that, because we carry a lot of fluids, guys. We carry a lot of fluids, and especially when it's that time of the month for you, the bloatiness of it all and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna tell you, to get rid of the bloatiness, to get rid of all that feeling, kind of not so great, drink your water. Water does not put on weight. Water makes you lose weight. But I hope the mindset of us as a whole changed, because I know when I was growing up, everybody do anything to get rid of the water weight. They had pills to get rid of water weight. Yeah, it's true that you could carry probably 10 pounds, a little bit more of just water weight, but hey, if you drink water, you wouldn't carry that. So that's the key to get rid of it. I wish there was somebody in my ear talking about drinking water when I was younger, the importance of it and everything, and how much to try to drink. I'd have been on it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's why I'm here saying what I say. Drink your water. Water check, water check, water check. Now that we got that out the way, let's get some housekeeping done. A little housekeeping. Please, please, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. If you have already hit the subscribe button, don't touch that dial. We got you locked in. But every time that you come in here, hit the like and share button. Leave a comment, question, or concern, a statement or whatever after you watch the replay. Another place you can leave those things is at boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. That's boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. That's my email. I do get back to you, have whole conversations with some of you guys, and thank you for it. But like I said, leave a statement, concern, or a question or whatever. I'll be sure to get back with you. I come on every day, Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unless it ain't nothing to talk about, then I won't be here. Or I'm just tired or whatever. I might miss the show. But this going to be a thing too. For some reason in my neighborhood, Xfinity, yes, and I'm calling you out, Xfinity. You sound great on TV. A lot of people who have had Xfinity always talk great about them, but I won't be one of them people. They always scrambling my internet. I don't know what the hell that is. I call it scrambling because it's them doing it. You know, I don't know. Back in the day, when that's what they would do to people who. It's almost like rebooting. It's almost like what you could say a reboot is, because they would scramble the cable, right? If you was stealing cable and they rebooted it, your shit wouldn't come up no more. So, like, I don't know if they doing that because of that, but I'm so sick of it, you know. Every evening, we got to go through it. And they would text me and say, hey, you know, we know your internet will be down. We're going to text you when it come back up, blah, 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 blah. What the fuck is you doing at this time of night? Why you keep doing that? So that explains my tardiness. But, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Sometimes I can go 2 weeks or so and they don't do it. And I'll be like, woo, it's a good 2 weeks. And sometimes not. So I guess we on that week or however long they're going to be doing this where they scrambling here and there. But anyway, I got here as soon as I can. You know, no thanks to Xfinity. So like I said, Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you know, it's always something with me, huh? You know, YouTube, for whatever reason, do not count my views or my subscription. Well, they count the subscription. But I don't know how frequent they did that. I mean, I'm at the same stats for a year and a half straight now. And I've written them and everything. So if everybody's like, damn, Miss T, you've been on the air two years now, why you can't get monetized? I don't know. Y'all can put in a good word for Miss T if you can. Like, count her stuff. But I do got a Cash App. Feel free to use it. Hey, I see some of y'all using the Cash App on other shows. You can use mine too at Boxing Fans Talk TV. That's at Boxing Fans Talk TV. Jump on that Cash App. I appreciate all funds, and they go right back into the channel. And I thank you for the past funds, the future funds, and the present funds, especially the present funds. So hook a sister up. Jump on that Cash App. One day YouTube gonna do me right, and I don't know when that day gonna be. Then I can get the super chats and all that shit. But probably get right when I stop thinking about it. But anywho, we're gonna review this weekend as a fight, you know. But that's crazy for me to say that, because I'm like, review this weekend of fights. I only remember 2 fights that whole card. I don't know about you guys, but I remember 2 fights that whole card. Let me see if I can put some music on. Maybe. Let me see. I'm gonna use this one. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? We got Al Money. He said, Miss T. Oh shit, ATL Unanimous Boxing Sports. Queen T, salute. Al Money telling y'all what's up. Y'all speaking to each other. ATL said, been a long road, Al Money. Just getting back above water, straight up. Nothing but love, fam. ATL, it's always love, bro. I'm hanging in there myself. Yeah, me too, you know. And then it's the holidays. I try my best not to go broke during Christmas holidays. And you know what? You know, when you young, you be all into being creative, trying to figure out this gift or that gift, whatever gift you're gonna give somebody. But I see as I get older, man, I pick one gift that everybody can like. And hope it got several different colors. And that's what I call variety. So, like goodie bags, you can't go wrong. Got all kinds of candy in the goodie bag. And if it's little kids that you're giving the goodie bag to, make sure you tell their parents, that it's candy in there. Cause shit, you give me a goodie bag like I made, I ain't telling my mama shiznits. I'm going off in the cut. I grew up during the time my mama, I don't know if it was cause I'm not gonna say she cheat, cause I don't think she a cheap person, but we didn't have money. So like we was lucky if we had like dessert after dinner. That wasn't common in my house. Sometimes we didn't have dinner, you know what I'm saying? But dessert after dinner. And then, you know, like if it was let's say she made some banana pudding, man, the portion she gave us, like I'm literally thinking back to this day, you could take a tablespoon and dip it in some banana pudding right now. And 3 tablespoons, that was how much we got. But she would do a cereal bowl for herself. I'd be mad as hell. I'd be like, what? So I was one of them thieves, one of them little bandits at night. Shit, I'm going to get my proper portion of banana pudding. I go up in there in the middle of the night, take what I got to take. I had to, man. I used to steal like that, you know, steal a little food and stuff like that. But we didn't have enough. And like I said, it was rare that we had dessert after dinner. So now, you know, that stretched into candy. She never gave us candy. And you know what? Whether it was because we didn't have the money or she was being cheap, it don't matter the reason. You know what? I like the fact that we didn't eat like that because it's not in me today. And I never raised my kid like that. Like, I had the occasional, I want to say fruit roll-ups or certain things that, you know, kids like to eat, the little snacks, goldfish or what have you. But nah, to say we was cookie chips, like just all junk food down in my house, nope. And my daughter got her own place now, and she don't even do that at her house. So I'm you know, whether it was meant for good or bad, or, you know, we just didn't have the money, I'm glad I had that as a foundation. You not gonna come to my house and think you gonna chow down on some good snack food and junk food. I don't have it in here. Never have. But anywho, you know, make a good Christmas gift is to make a little goodie bag. Pick one gift you think that a lot of people could like, and then put that in the bag and put some treats. You know, buy a bag of Jolly Ranchers, throw some in each bag. Buy some, I bought these Christmas tree looking gummies on the stick. I bought 14 because I think I had to buy like 15 bags, and I put them in each bag, and a candy bar. That's what I did. That's a whole lot of little stuff. Not enough to make you sick, but enough that, you know, you got the little bag and you grab you one piece of candy. You might come back later and get you another piece. But then I put stuff in there like they might need, like, you know, I let the parents handle all the toys and all that good stuff. I'm going to give you what you need, you know, socks, maybe t-shirts, you know, maybe I give you a GameStop card, you know, stuff like that. That's the goodie bag. And if I was up in Virginia, I would throw in the lottery ticket. My family does that. They put like $1, $2, maybe even $5 lottery tickets. All of us, we love getting the lottery ticket. You just never know. But I think I'll be sick as hell if I bought some lottery tickets, threw it in the goodie bag, and motherfucker hit for $500 or $600. I'd be like, oh man, that was for me. That was supposed to be for me. But anywho, that's just throwing that suggestion out. That way you don't have no big ass Christmas and you be killing yourself making Christmas. Everybody like a goodie bag is the surprise of it all. Like, you don't know what's in it. Anywho, let's get into the topic. So y'all see that I said Ryan Garcia made them eat their words. Yes, he made them eat their words, talking about Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? Reviewing this weekend fight. Like I said, I only remember two of them. You know, Ryan fought at a catch weight of 143, which makes you think, can he get bigger? Is he ready for 147? Because all them guys, Devin, him, Tank, they was all little when they were under 25. And, you know, y'all guys get thick or something. When y'all get around 28, like, segue, I don't know what it is, but with men, I'm going to tell you the perfect age of men, to me. Y'all look just scrumptious and inviting and just, ooh. Make a girl have to stare too long. When y'all around the ages like 28 to 32. Ooh, good Lord. 28, 29. Sometimes it depends on some people with 31, 32. But around that little block of time, the memories of it all. I'd be like, y'all juicy. Ooh. Bruce Gass is in the building. What's Poppy King? He said, hey, Miss T. Money said, Bruce Gass, what's up? From Farm. Oh, fam. I thought that was Farm. I was going to say Farm. We outside. So getting back to Ryan, he filling in and everything. Don't y'all think he look a little swole? I ain't, fiending over Ryan. He ain't really my type. He looked like a kid to me. But I seen him with the full beard on, and I was like, okay, Ryan. Okay. But, again, not necessarily my flavor. But he cute. I ain't knocking him or nothing. But he looks swole. That's the only thing that made me say, okay. Okay, I like it when you get swole, daddy. No, he look a little big. It looked like he coming on into his manhood. I don't know if it got to do with him being a father 2 times over. We ain't heard from Ryan in a while. He might be a father 3 times over, for all we know. Mark Nash is in the building. What's poppin', King? Yeah, so Ryan, after his fight, you see that he forgive and forget. That's what he said. I guess they was thinking he was going to air Bernard out and Oscar out again, but he didn't. He said, I'm going to forgive and forget. And he moved on. And once he said that, because Oscar has come out and said some choice words after the fight, I'm talking. And Ryan hasn't responded or felt the need to respond, not that I've seen. And that make me think like, that was just publicity stunt. That was just to sell the fight. And you know what? He's good at it. He's just like a hidden talent he got right there. Another person who got that hidden talent is Rolly. And Ryan been calling him out. He said, yeah, I like to fight Rolly for his title. But Rolly over there talking that old bullshit, talking about something. I don't want to fight him. Ryan called out Shakur Stevenson too. Well, see, of course he always call out Haney. Ryan act like he want to fight all of them. Now, I don't know how y'all felt, but I saw improvement. I saw hella improvement. What I do think one of his flaws from the past, Ryan, he beats to the drum of his own drum. He listens to himself. He's like one of them people that no matter what you be trying to tell him, he gonna do it his way. Some people be like that, and maybe all of us have those moments in life. Because I remember being young, I was like, no, I'm going to do it my way. I don't care what they talking about, I'm going to do it my way. But I ain't going to say nothing because they don't want me to say nothing. I'm going to act like I'm listening, but I'm going to really do it my way. And I sensed that in Ryan. Derek was trying to tell him stuff in the corner. And I could tell by Derek's demeanor and his demeanor, I don't know if Ryan was all the way trying to listen to him. But from what we see, Ryan did listen to him. But you can tell there was moments he was at that breach, or that he was at the cuffs of basically like, I'm going to do it myself. And I know Joe Guzman felt that way. You know, you can tell when you got somebody under you, if they really want to listen to you or do it your way or whatever. Ryan strikes me as a person who, if he do it your way and it don't work out, he gonna be mad as a bitch. He gonna be like, I should have did it my way. Why the fuck I'm listening to this guy? But he listened to Derek. Derek was calm, cool, collected. Derek gave great advice. Great advice. Derek was a good trainer as far as everything that I could see. He was a great trainer that night. See, I can put you down and I can praise you when you're doing good. I ain't biased. But I said last week that Ryan, if Derek add his thing to Ryan, what he know, what he love and all this stuff, because Derek is all about the power and just beating you down. It seems like that's what he brings to the table. I'm not saying Derek don't know other boxing stuff, but you can tell what his focus is on. You saw a little bit in Ryan. I always say that Earl Spence and Jamel Charlo, even if they moving forward on you, they kind of halfway sitting slightly. They already in the position to sit down on their punch. I saw that in Ryan for the first time. For me, maybe I won't paying attention before, but to me, it's like the first time I saw that in Ryan. Cause I'm looking at his feet, and he got some big ass feet. I don't remember his feet being that long and shit. But maybe because he was flat-footed a little bit. But he was moving around. And I said that Ryan could be a complete package. Because coming into Derek's camp, Ryan already was a good boxer. Nobody say he didn't have skills. He knew how to box. I don't know how great he is about backing up. I never really studied that or studied that part of him. But he already was a good boxer. The flaws that we said he had, he stood straight up too much, because Ryan is probably taller than most of the people he gonna fight. When he was at 135, I don't know, maybe 140, it'll start equaling out. But Ryan is not a short guy, and he don't crunch down enough, for me. And then how he pulled out. This time he moved his whole body more so than he used to do. He just used to move back from the top down to the waist, like just moving back. If that sounds confusing, like basically throwing his head back, then it comes his neck, then it comes his shoulder, then it comes the middle of his torso till you get to the waist. That's how he used to move back. But this time around, he actually was jumping back with his legs and with his feet. Derek gave him some suggestions, and when Ryan took them, he did a good job. So shout outs to Derek James for doing a good one. This gonna be your ticket back, because unlike Spence and Jamel, Ryan was more of a boxer than either one of them, in my opinion. Ryan got that hook. You give him some more type shots he could throw, body punch wise. Ryan was sticking the jab out. He was trying to be first. And that guy he was fighting, I think one of the commentators said it, but it is true. That guy, if he was swing as he coming in, maybe he could make a difference in a lot of his fights, but he don't really start letting his hands go till he up on his opponent. Now, this shoulder roll, this makeshift shoulder roll that Ryan was doing, I ain't get it. I was like, dude, like, I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop. But Ryan, it seemed like to me, the best part of that shoulder roll is that when Ryan turned to the side, and the side of his torso, he would line it up to the edge of his opponent's torso. So he'll be right there on the side or the edge of that guy's torso. And what that did was force that guy to be out of position to even get off a shot, because the the shots that are fair, the shots that count, are in the front on down to the waist, in the front of the body. But the way he lined himself up next to the guy, that guy couldn't get a good, clean shot in the front. And all he could do is hit the back or whatever. I don't think that Ryan thought he was going to hit the back. Maybe most people wouldn't. But that guy don't pick his feet up that much either. That's what it showed. Now, Ryan said he did that to break his momentum. And it probably did, because whenever Ryan leaned on the ropes and was kind of square, it seemed like the guy was coming on him. But then, like I said, he lined his side of his torso up to the edge side of the guy's torso. So you already know that guy's right foot and most of his body is going to be on the backside of Ryan's while he's trying to throw a punch in the areas where it count, in the front of Ryan's body. Ryan's catching the punches in the stomach, and there's a couple of times dude caught Ryan in the face. But I don't know. That was, if you was a Ryan fan and you was banking on him or you was hoping for him, that was a scene. That was like a scary situation for him to be in, and kept doing it. He was putting himself in. I was like, Ryan, what is this? I was just waiting for the shoe to drop, for real. But in retrospect, I gotta say that was an excellent strategy. I would tune that or tweak that strategy or that way of doing it a lot better than what he was doing. I would fine tune that. Jay Gibson is in the building. He said, fire. What's poppin', King? So yeah, dude was basically, Ryan is almost like giving his opponent angles. Didn't make sense to us. You're not totally turning your back. And then Ryan, for some reason, what I thought was new too, even in that position, he was able to turn his body quickly and hit the dude with a couple of uppercuts. And the guy, didn't see him coming, of course. And Ryan, that's how Ryan was scoring on him. Now, throughout the fight, Ryan moved a lot. He stood up in the corner for a couple of rounds without the chair. All in all, he put on a strategy, and it worked. He meant to do all those things. It didn't just happen like happenstance. He did listen to Derek, but you could tell twirling in his head, he was like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Y'all know Derek didn't teach him all that shoulder roll shit. That was something he was doing. And and by Derek's demeanor, because normally Derek was like, who the fuck told you to do that? Man, stop doing that shit. Derek didn't do none of that. Because I think Derek know that Ryan is gonna be Ryan. Ryan gonna do what he wanted to. Everything worked out great. So he's saying he gonna come back and work out with Derek. He called Oscar and Bernard out, before the fight. He aired their ass out. And now you can say he was the one right, because he was victorious, right? But if he lost the fight, it could have went the other way. I still agree with Ryan. Don't be talking about we don't know what we're going to do with him. We're going to have to share of him. Plus, I think Ryan is out of his contract with Golden Boy. I think Ryan is done with Golden Boy. So I don't even know why they would even say that. That is kind of disrespectful to put that kind of pressure on somebody, or treat a person like they on probation still, like they got to still be tested. When Ryan been with y'all so many fights, he got over 20 fights with you guys, and he won all of them except one. But who the fuck is beating up Gervonta Davis? You know what I'm saying? So it's understandable if he got a loss to him, but he won every other fight. So, I mean, from Ryan's perspective, he thought that was shady and wrong, and he turned out to be right. But I would say Ryan better think about it, because I don't know where he would go next, but he know what he do got. He got the time and the money to have it his way. What Burger King say, you rule, Ryan rule. He got the time and money to do that. ATL said Queen T. Derek said stop that shit. He did? Okay. But Derek can tell. I think the longer they stay together, I hope Ryan stays with Derek. Because that additive that Derek brings is good for Ryan. Because Ryan got all that other shit that he has mastered and got down packed. Ryan can box and he can hit you hard. And he got them check hooks down pat. So Derek just had to add a few things like teaching him how to sit on his punches and throw them hard punches every now and then. Use that other hand to throw the fucking check hook or hit him. He said, I do too. He looked good. He did. So now I'm going to talk about Ryan like I'm a fan. I'm reserved with that, but Ryan he's being in boxing the way that us boxing fans want our fighters to be. For all of us who are hardcore boxing fans, we are fans just like people are fans of football or basketball. We want them to have accolades. We want them to win championships and become unified and then become undisputed. And to the boxer who ain't into that, you picked the wrong sport. And y'all know who I'm about to talk about next. If you're not into that, that's your problem. Like, I'm not going to begrudge Tank Davis for what he personally won out of boxing, because it is his career and it is prize fighting. But I can't even see me buying another Tank Davis fight. I can't. I don't care who he fight. Because if Tank ain't into getting no championships and becoming unified and trying to become undisputed, like trying to work for something, then I don't want to see him, because he's always going to be in fights where he can beat the person. It just so happened that here at this time in his life, he can beat most of the opponents that's on the roster with him. Most of the fighters that are at 135, Tank can beat them. It just so happened to be that way. But it ain't gonna always be that way. You got people like De Los Santos. I'm sure if him and Tank fought, that would be a good fight. You got other people like, was Jahai White fighting at, not Jahai White, what's his name? Kid Austin, that's another person that fought. We're gonna talk about him too. Wasn't he fighting at 135? You got people that come into boxing every day, Tank ain't gonna always be the toughest in the division, He barely could contain Pitbull Cruz. And Pitbull Cruz took that fight on short notice, a couple of weeks training for him. What if Pitbull have a full camp to train for Tank? Unless Tank's opponent is somebody I like to see, I'm not buying no more Tank fights. And if Tank Davis listening, it's nothing against you, bro. You are excellent at what you do. You are the man. You're easily to be a fan of. Like a person is, you're easy for people to want to be a fan. But you don't care about nothing but money. And you just one person. You ain't never gonna pay my bills. You ain't never gonna buy me one of them fancy cars. Fuck the jury. Buy me a car. You ain't gonna do that for none of your fans. So you gotta explain to the fans, because the boxing fans are talking. Why on earth should we dig in our pockets just to make you rich? Why on earth do we dig in our pockets? It ain't nothing against you. We can feel that way about any fighter. Why should I make said fighter rich? Just buy up all his shit. What is he giving me? Why am I investing in him? See, when I look up at the end of the year and I know I spent $500 plus, in boxing events, pay-per-view, going to the live gate or whatever. I want to feel like I got something out of it. Other than just seeing you, like I don't get it. That's like me telling y'all right now, I want all of y'all to go to my digital store and buy something right now. Just buy anything. But if you don't see nothing in there that you like, why you not gonna buy just to be buying? Who am I? Who is anybody? Like I my bills, when I tally up my bills for the month, I never have a column that says my entertainment, who am I gonna support, what celebrity or whatever that I'm gonna give my money to. Why? They be talking about this P. Diddy shit. This shit hot as hell. I don't know if y'all be looking at it, but I be looking at all that shit. P. Diddy has no talent. Somebody said that. They said he's a talentless person, that he's a talentless parasite is what they said, that leeches off people. He do. This is a true statement. You can say that because he has no talent. And anytime you didn't buy no P. Diddy record with just him and he was always on there with somebody. He's talented as far as peeping out good talent and probably got his he knows what the public wants type shit. That's where his talent is. But somebody said he good at scamming people and doing scandalous shit to people. That's his talent. Yeah, but P. Diddy, he has no talent. So if P. Diddy was masquerading himself as the artist, Bad Boy wouldn't have did shit. Wouldn't have made no money. It was the other people that he was all in the videos. It's why those songs sold. That's why. And so would anybody have paid money just to see P. Diddy? No. They wouldn't have. You say ATL said his freaky ass, yeah, he off the chain. I always knew he was wrong. And you know what? When they be talking about his son Justin, like how he do his kids, why would you talk your son out of going to Harvard if they got in? I mean, as a parent, I'm like, what? When money is not the issue. If I was telling my daughter, well, they got some nice colleges around here, you could go to, it's because I'm talking about the money. I can't afford Harvard. But I will look into seeing if I could, whatever, somehow we can make it work. But he pulled his son off it because he didn't want his son to be a Harvard grad. That's all. And his son, Justin, right? Now, I wasn't there when Justin was created. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm much older than Justin. But I remember how the young P. Diddy looked. Like how his face was, his features, his Nike look. Back then, I used to say P. Diddy looked like a roach to me, a bug or something, a skinny ass bug, And I ain't dumping on him because of current events or whatever. I always felt this way about him. I never liked him. But I was like, they like him, so he seemed cool with whatever. I never hated him, but I just didn't like him. Now, they be talking about it's Justin, his son. And then they got that picture of Wolf, his ex-bodyguard, one of his ex-bodyguards. Talking about P. Diddy's ex-bodyguard or friend. And they put a picture up of him. Man, Justin looked just like that man. And I one of my friends, me an active activist, was talking about, I said, that is not P. Diddy. So I don't care what they say. That gotta be that dude Wolf's son. But he said, no, he can't see it. He think that's his son. And it might be, because you can't account for genes. Justin looks like his mother. But I'm sorry, with the hair, He got his mama hair or better than his mama hair. Ain't no fucking way. P. Diddy get in the mix with his hair. P. Diddy ain't making no nigga that look like that. In other words, look at this kid's was Kim Porter. She was beautiful. She had a nice grain of hair too. So the kids, like his son, got a nice grain of hair. Christian, probably from his mama. You can see his mama in him, but you can see Diddy. He bony like Diddy. Diddy got a long face. Justin got more of a square face. Even if you say, okay, Meesa's face is square too, but Justin is built. You know, he's a thicker build, like more proportioned. Diddy was skinny as hell. All you gotta do is look at how Diddy looked way back then. He had a elongated face. Ain't no fucking way. That's no. Justin is the only one that looked like him on Diddy's side of the family. But you know what? I'm a believer in if he say that's his son, it's his son. But my whole point of bringing up Diddy anyway was because there's enough channels out there to bash his ass. But my whole point of bringing him up is that he by himself, you know, if we as fans supposed to just dig in our pockets and just make people rich, that's crazy. I want to get in that line too. Well, hell, can somebody do that for me? Tank Davis, you gonna do that for us? Every time you buy something, you gonna be like, what I'm getting out of it. But that's what we saying too. Like, what we getting out of it. Like, Ryan has moved on. You haven't. We don't even know who you fighting next. You're not even trying to fight a lot of people. Mark my words. And this is his choice to make, y'all. See, I can be upset with the choice or disappointed with the choice, but I'm not angry and hold no grudge against Tank Davis, because I truly say, put yourself in his shoes. If Ryan Garcia says he made $30 million, then you know Tank made that and more. You know he did. So they cleared $30 million a piece at least for the fight that they had together. Up until that point, Tank, I don't think he was getting no more. He wasn't getting no $5 million a fight, but he was getting the low millions for a fight. 1, 2, 3 here, whatever. And look at that. Look at how that money changed him. Somebody remarked about when Tank was coming up that he was, you know, they was with Floyd, I guess on the yacht. Floyd was showing him all the niceties in life. And he was in the corner, like, you know, boo-hooing or just breaking down. And they thought it was about the fight coming up. Like, he just wanted some fights. He just wanted his opportunity. And he was crying about the fact that he desperately wanted that lifestyle, that money. Money don't always make you a good person. And nobody really knows how they'll be when they get that money. Now, I can sit here and think, I'm going to be the same. And maybe I will, maybe I won't. I really believe that I will, because I've come into large amounts of money. And what good it did, because I was not good with money. But I used to get bonuses when I was in the military. I know people's like, oh, yeah, whatever. It's $60,000 a lot. Okay. I used to get bonuses all the time for the particular job I had. But when I got those bonuses, I didn't go ham. The first thing I always did, this is like clockwork. You set your clock to this. I would cut my mom a check, or I would send her some money, a nice little chunk. You know, like if I got 1,000, I'm sending my mama 300. So you know, if I got 10,000, I'm sending my mama 3,000. You know, something like that. You know, I just always cut her a cut. And then, of course, my children. I'm the last person that gets off on any types of large amounts of money that came in. And to this day, I do the same thing. And I'm not sad about it. Because karma is just, because there will always be, by me growing up poor like I did, I always think there will always be moments and times that you just don't have it. You don't have no money. And sometimes it's a prayer that you got to send that prayer out. Or sometimes, God comes through when you least expect it. Like, and so many times that has happened. Well, I ain't have nothing, didn't know how I was going to even get to work. I remember that one time, and just out the blue, somebody showed up and was giving me money. So, God has never let me down. And so that's how I feel like when if I was to come into money, I can see me getting everybody straight before I do me. And I get you straight in the way that you shouldn't be complaining no more. Then I'll do me. Because you can't take it with you. But I don't see Tank like that. Like the fact that what's his name? The trainer of Tank. What's the dude's name? Why am I forgetting? Calvin? No. I forgot his name. But anyway, Tank's trainer live in a 1-bedroom apartment. How can that be? How can that be? Tank got houses. I mean, he was living a high life with the millions he had. How is it that your trainer is living in a 1-bedroom? And don't say because he picked that that's what he want. He should have so much money. I doubt if he would pick that. I doubt it. But y'all to see. You just have to look at. He said he had a Mercedes. I remember they was on there. Because somebody else peeped game and he was like, yo, I see I'm driving a Mercedes or whatever. Okay. That ain't nothing about when you made money like him. Now that Tank made 30 plus million, you should really be a millionaire. Talking about this trainer. But he won't be. He won't. If he do, I'll be highly shocked. And I'm not saying that Tank is ungrateful or anything like that. It's like some people that get all that money and all that stuff, it's a big test for them to see how they're going to do. And the cards are stacked against them because, you only become more of what you are when you get resources and access. If you was a dickhead or you was a prick before, even on the small scale, you'll become more when you get money. If you selfish and, not meaning no harm and disrespect. There's people that's selfish, don't mean no harm and disrespect to nobody out there, but they just put their self first and think of their self all the time. And Tank strikes me as one of them type people. I'm not saying that he's not like he's a bad dude or whatever, but also in the end, Tank, I would be highly shocked if he come back in the next year. Tank ain't pressed to fight. He gonna sit back and really take a long break. Now maybe he needs it, because a lot of these fighters start off when they 4 and 5 and 8 years old. Tank no difference. Maybe he need a 1 or 2 year break. That money gonna make him take a break. But he's addictive now. He can't never go backwards. And that's why I see Ryan too. Ryan and them was smart not to put this on pay-per-view. Because it would have kind of tarnished his record. Like him and Tank is credited for the last 5 years of breaking the bank with their fucking with their fight together. So it's low-key expected for them to run it back. Either come close to it or run it back. Canelo and Triple G broke the bank. But Canelo fights after Triple G did not come nowhere near what it was with Triple G. But the probability of you doing that again is slim to none. So you got to get out there and just fight whoever. Ryan took a hard opponent. He developed a strategy, or he put forth a strategy, and it won. And now that he fought that person, maybe he'll fight somebody harder. Maybe he'll stay active And I'm telling you, that is what's gonna make Ryan win in the long run. He gonna have the legacy, and he gonna have the money. Because anybody who fights Ryan, you know that you're gonna get paid. That's a money fight. We know that. We say we know that with Tank, but the more Tank stay out, no, we don't know that. Like we can almost guarantee you fight Ryan, you're gonna make money. It's gonna be a money fight. But you can't say that for Tank. And him stalling and not being out there fighting and not even trying to be a champion. Now, I do agree with him saying, don't send me no championship belts through the emails. I don't want it. You living off of Mayweather's wisdom, but you ain't go through the trials and tribulations that Mayweather went through to get to that point where he had that wisdom. Mayweather didn't like keeping no belts neither, because, all you got to do is pay these sanctioning fees, and who wants to do that? And that's why Tank is like, man, fuck that belt. But you want everybody to spend $80 when you fight on pay-per-view, or spend whatever it is it costs when you go fight. And then you want to laugh and be like, it's like taking candy from a baby. Nah, I ain't participating in that shit. Because you playing us for a fool. Either you in the sport or you not. I'm giving Tank the same treatment that I was giving Ryan. You in the sport or you not. I don't care what color you are, what culture you come from, what set you claim. Either you in boxing or you not. And if you not, carry on. I ain't mad at you. But I think now that he done cleared 30 million, y'all can see Tank for a minute. Tank ain't gonna be pressed. And then when you do see him, if you see him, it's gonna be somebody he know he can beat. Because they have mastered that too, picking out opponents and shit. So what's the point? I'm not gonna sit here and make somebody who halfway care about the sport, rich. No, I'm not giving them. It's a principality to that. So no. But shout outs to Ryan for going in there, looking good, doing what he had to do. He did listen to his coach, but I suggest going forward, Ryan, you surrender yourself to your coach. Derrick James ain't a bad guy. Like, I done said many things bad about Derrick James, but one thing about him, he fought his fighters. He wants them to win. And he did a good job coaching, and even from what we could hear in the corner, he gave you great advice. I was like, look at Derrick. Look at Derrick. So Ryan, that's an obstacle I think you need to learn. Learn to practice on crunching down. Stop standing tall. You've gotten better. I can see that, but don't stand as tall. And listen to your coach. Like, surrender. You really need to give it all the way up to your coach, whoever they may be. Even if you switch from Derrick to somebody else, whoever it may be, you have to surrender, because they can see shit that you don't see. And and just like you said, he told you to open up your legs because that's gonna create an opportunity, and you did, and boom, you hit dude. Derrick, I think, knows how to put that stank on the punch. That's what I think he's good at. And you already had all the other skills and traits. Shit, you could become a complete package. But don't get it in your head, I'm gonna just do what I want to do. Listen to your coach. And he had patience. Ryan had patience. Patience. He was very patient that night. He was methodical. So shout out to him. Now, I do want to get into this, moving on, anywho. Want to get into the predictions of the Regis and Haney fight going forward. I got Regis. This fight is turning out to be something to watch. I'm going to tell you, it's turning out to be something to watch. I don't think it's just to sell the fight. Like, it might be, but it seemed like it's some real feelings behind that. young Devin got to learn how to lean into things that people want to point out to him, because he don't really got nothing to prove to nobody but himself. So if somebody call him a silver spoon, but Regis got under you for that one. Anybody can get under Devin's skin, just call him a silver spoon. ATL said, I think it's a 50-50. I got Regis. Because Regis know how to box. He ain't the best boxer. And I do call him a model, or he be voguing sometimes. Because the way he be standing, the way he look, it's just, if you go back and look at early Regis would have got you out. If you don't belong in there with him, he getting you the fuck out, lickety split. And then look at Regis now. It's a look that he's trying to, I don't know what he doing. Like, if you don't fucking get these motherfuckers out, stay with that old school game plan. Get that person out, hurt them. And if Regis did that for many years, and I guess until he started making money, then it's all about how you carry yourself, hold yourself. We don't care about that, Regis. You know what I'm saying? Hurt him. Show us that you can do what you said you're going to do. Now, Haney, if you can't keep up with his boxing, he'll wear you the fuck out. He ain't necessarily a power puncher to me. I don't think he going to be one at 140. But what he will be able to do is hit you and not get hit. He can do that with a lot of people. Now, can he do that with Regis? I don't know. But if you can't hit Haney and he keep tagging you, even though it feel like a little sting, after a while them stings add up. And Haney can turn it on you. He'll wear your ass out. He don't ever get tired. And whatever pace he start, he'll do that pace the whole time. So you better be conditioned and ready to go. He said he couldn't walk down Taylor. That's why I say 50-50. But if he can move with Haney, short night. The reason why I say Regis, because he got some boxing skills. Haney and them is eventually, just by mere fact that it's 12 rounds, eventually gonna have to come and fight in close. And Regis can fight close. And that's when if Regis catch his ass, can Haney take it? Because it's one thing to get hit by Linares and do the stinking leg. It's another thing to get hit by Regis. You ain't even gonna do the stinking leg onto the ground. Will Devin be able to get back up? We'll see. We'll see. If Regis wind up hitting him flush, we'll see. Y'all said that Terrence Crawford had a chin. Remember, y'all kept saying he gets hurt, he got a chin. Errol Spence, and I'm talking in their fight, hit Terrence about 3 or 4 times clean. Good shots. And you can tell it did something. Because you look at the expression in Bud's face, it was almost comical. He almost looked like the cartoons from that Santa movie they play every year. He did the mouth like an O shape, like a shock, like, oh shit, that's what I imagine him saying. But he never stopped moving. He didn't stanky leg, and he followed through with his punch. Earl caught him. And I know Terrence felt his power. But I guess all them years of people saying he was chinny just kept him up. And I feel like Regis got something to prove. He feel like he really got something to prove with Devin, or this gonna be his come up. It's gonna be who wanted more. At the same time, Devin has not, to me, faced nobody like a Regis. Like Regis can box, but Regis hits very, very hard. I can't think of anybody that Devin fought that I could say hits very, very hard. Regis is like one time. Like when Keith was at the height of his career, it was one time. Regis same way. But maybe when you get older, you don't got it like that no more. Maybe that's what's happening. You see, Regis is older now. Regis getting that gray too, getting all that gray hair. That's all right, Regis. Don't be ashamed of it. Just mean you wise. But I got Regis, and I'ma always when there's a fight like that, I'm gonna go with Regis over Haney. If Haney was to fight Shakur, I don't think Shakur would be running as y'all say he did this last fight. Because Haney the type, if you don't fight him, he gonna wear your ass out. Point blank period. If you don't fight that dude or come up with an answer, he gonna wear you out. He don't get tired, and he can stay in his technique the whole fucking time. And you know, I always say boxers, to me, I always go with boxers most of the time over anything else, because Haney is an excellent boxer. But if your opponent can box as well, they don't have to be excellent. They just can box just as well, good enough. And I think Regis is more than just good enough as a boxer. But then they got that equalizer too, because at one point in them 12 rounds, you gonna get hit, Haney, and Regis, you gonna get hit. Now, we gonna have to see who can sustain who's. You know, if Regis catch him several times and Haney don't flinch, I gotta reevaluate Haney now. I gotta say, oh my God, that boy coming. He gonna run through. I gotta change who I think will beat in fights. At that point, this fight is gonna tell me that. I'm looking forward to that fight. I think that fight is going down December 9th. Y'all be sure to catch it if you can. Anyway, moving on to another. It's looking like it's going to be Jamal Charlo versus Canelo on Cinco de Mayo. And no problem with that. We know that Bud Crawford been asking to fight Canelo, but Canelo got problems with boxers, like real boxers. And if he gonna get Charlo, he want to get him now. When we all agree that Charlo probably need a couple of more fights just to get back in the swing of things. But because Charlo at his height, at his peak, Canelo couldn't. I would have never picked Canelo. But Charlo right now, Canelo will run through him. Both of the brothers. But Jamal, he'll run through him because Jamal just got to get back in the swing of things. But this gives Jamal like 6 months. If Jamal said he was going back into the gym after his last fight that he just had, he could have a fight in February and be ready by Cinco de Mayo to fight Canelo if he want to keep fighting, you know what I'm saying, back to back. Or he can take this time and incorporate a whole lot of things like that he hadn't done before, like yoga, nutritionists, get more happy, more relaxed. You got to move out of Texas, Jamal. If you want your head straight, you know, nothing brings a family more together than being someplace unfamiliar to both. You know, like if I was arguing with my husband and we both had to go to the North Pole, boy, we're going to be like pots and pans tight. We're going to be tighter than two pantyhoses 2 times small. Together we stand, divided we fall. We tighter than pantyhoses 2 times small. That's how tight we're going to be at the North Pole. Because I don't know North Pole shit. I don't know the dangers of shit. I don't want to be by myself. I know him. I don't know them other motherfucking people. I don't know them Eskimos. I don't know anything. You know, nobody telling me shit. They got wolves out there. They got fucking polar bears. Nah, I'm up under my neck. Together we stand, divided we fall. ATL said, what you think about the monster heavyweight card on the 23rd? Not much. Not much. I ain't thinking much about it. I ain't paying for nothing. I'm not buying that neither. But again, this is a strategic pick for Canelo, and he's very good at this. very good at this. He don't want to fight Bud, and I'm not saying Bud 100% could beat Canelo, but if I think Bud could beat Canelo, I do. I'm just not saying 100%. You know, Canelo is very good from the waist up, but Canelo cannot do nothing with boxers. How many boxers he got to face before we all can just say what it is? He was so much bigger. He was like, what, 165, 170, going in the ring with Floyd. And you know Floyd was like 149, 150 at best. He was so much bigger than Floyd, and Floyd washed his ass. No competition for Floyd. And I don't care what you say, and I ain't even a big fan of Irislandy Lar, but Irislandy beat him. They robbed Irislandy for Canelo. I don't know why. But Canelo needed to win all them fights after Floyd to get to the point where he at right now, this cash cow. And then look how they living off of the cash cow thing. He made a lot of money with Triple G. He broke over $1 million. He still ain't on it. Look, the top 6 or 8 fights as far as money making pay-per-view is all Floyd and Mike Tyson. It ain't Canelo. He might make the number 10 slot. Not Canelo and Triple G. But they made $1 million. And so, of course, they ran it back 3 times. Hint, hint to Ryan and Tank. But he's the cash cow. You know, because what was he doing before that? Y'all paying him because of the fights he did with Triple G. And he won. And he strategically, this is why I say he is the best ducking strategically type person you've ever seen. Because really, before Terrence should get the fight, it should be Benavidez. He has arrived. He's earned his spot, but he ain't going to get it because they know that they can't say with 100% that Canelo will win over Benavidez. You almost can't even say it's 50-50. It seemed like Benavidez will wash him. That's what Benavidez believed. That's probably what a lot of people in Canelo camp believe. So Canelo ain't gonna pick him. He picking somebody he know he can win. If Charlo don't take a tune-up, or whether Charlo take a tune-up or not, if he don't get back in the swing of things, that Charlo that fought this last time, that fought Jose Benavidez, Canelo will beat him silly. And Canelo feels he knows that. So that's why now, let's make the Charlo fight. Ducking once again. He said Benavidez is a beast. Let me drop this link because I ain't be on here too long. My bad. I get to just talking. But yeah, so Bud is out. Bud could fight. Don't worry about Bud. He could fight Tim Tszyu. But he's still waiting on Spence. And if Tim Tszyu don't want to jump up, then I guess he's going to have to deal with Jamel after all. But Jamel haven't put on the performance that he did with Canelo. He's not a hot ticket item no more. And they stripped him of his belt too. So Bud probably feel like, what's in it for me? Like, Bud knows he can beat Jamel. Like, that's how he feel though. As for Benavidez, I'm not sure who he can fight. Because they were saying if Canelo fights Munguia, the boxing fans was talking. They was like, they ain't with that. They don't want to see that shit. I think Munguia fighting somebody else. So Benavidez, being a good businessman, a good steward of boxing, was like, okay, well, while we waiting on that fight, then run me Charlo. That made sense. That made a lot of sense. He's like, hey, I just put him in front of me. I'll knock him down, even your precious Canelo. And Canelo just changed it all up just now by just saying, hey, I'm going to go on and fight Charlo. What's up, ATL? What's popping, King?
going on, Queen?
Nothing much. You good?
Man, hey, I'm above water. I'm blessed. I can say that.
You blessed. Let me turn it down. Yeah, it seems like everybody been having a hard time.
Hey, that's how it is, man. You know.
Yeah, I was gone for about a month.
Me too. And I just got my little internet, but you know what I'm saying, I gotta get the high speed shit from AT&T because I can't do nothing. My shit's so weak. I barely take me down to 30 minutes to make a video now.
They build all these wires out here, all these hub spots and all that, putting all this cable and different stuff out here for us to have choices. This neighborhood is about 12, 13 years old. I mean, that's literally how old this neighborhood is. And it took them that long to put this shit out here, and now they scramble it like I guess this week or the next week or two, I'm gonna not have internet sometimes because like when I tried to sign on today at 7:30, I couldn't get on. The internet wasn't working.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. The house I'm in now, it's like shit, it's probably way old. It's probably like 3 decades old. They had to climb up on the pole to put my internet in.
Damn. Old school. For real.
If I try to do anything else besides one thing on my shit will start circling.
Yeah, you probably have to buy like a I bought a Nighthawk.
I got AT&T, but I got to upgrade to the
higher speed.
Yeah.
I had when I had AT&T, I bought the Nighthawk. I don't know if you're familiar with that. I bought it out of Best Buy. But it amplifies. You got your modem, and then you got what's the other one? You got your modem, and then you got the other thing.
I forgot router.
Router. It amplifies one of them. I want to say the modem. It amplifies it, and the Nighthawk gave the amplification like it was bleeding. The wavelength or the bandwidth was bleeding into my neighbor's house on both sides. So I just made it like that so that the internet could come in strong, and it did. However, with AT&T, I found that my internet kept buffering because I got smart TVs, so when I don't look at regular TV, y'all. I look at YouTube all day, and in fact, I got YouTube cable now, YouTube TV. I pay like $50 a month for YouTube TV, so I can. You don't want to ostracize yourself from ABC, NBC, CBS, and all the regular channels. What was that? PBS and all that good stuff. But I rarely ever look at those. I'm always looking at YouTube videos and what regular people got to say. It's not reality TV per se, but it's like what I'm doing now is a real show. But I'm just a regular person out here, doing a regular show. So that's what I look at.
You see, I'm the same way, and I'm just subscribed to like ABC channel, CNN on YouTube. I can see everything through there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't have to have major cable because I got tired of, I was the last of the Mohicans because I was really paying for cable like old school way, but it just got ridiculous. I mean, why would your cable bill be like $280 something a month? Like when you paying for the internet and cable together, fuck that shit. So I let it go.
I got the food stamp program on my AT&T. I pay $5 a month.
Shit, I'm trying to get whatever program I can get. I ain't mad at you.
Spectrum got it too.
But on this boxing tip, I mean, you can add something in. I wanted to talk about Kid Austin. I'm a fan. That's the first time I ever seen this dude fight. He was precise. He had speed, power, and he had a killer instinct. No bullshit. And dude ain't sloppy. Kid Austin, I don't think so. Because I remember that they was on Coach Malachi's show, him and his dad, and they was trying to figure out who they was going to sign with, and they signed with Golden Boy. You know that Ryan's last fight was this weekend with Golden
Yeah, y'all
Boy.
watch.
I'm talking about his last fight under Golden Boy. Ryan
Oh,
will
okay,
have
that's
to
cool.
re-up. He will have to re-up with Golden Boy. But Golden Boy
He ain't gonna
ain't
do that.
pressed or worried because they got Kid Austin. That
Yeah,
motherfucker is a beast.
yeah, I watched that. He did his thing first round.
Man, he was so goddamn fast. I was like, can I see the jabs? Man, what
Yeah,
he
I
fight
watched
at?
him twice.
What he fight at? 135 or 140?
135.
He shot, man. I gotta reevaluate now.
If
Right
you go watch
now,
his highlights, if you go watch his highlights, hey, that he liked that.
because they said that this guy Lopez that he was fighting or whoever was a crafty fighter, was supposed to give him challenges, make him, like get him some rounds to, build up skills against different types of fighters or whatever. Like this guy was crafty. He could stick around. He was a veteran. He was, he was gonna make him uncomfortable and this, that, and the other. Nah, Kid Austin, I have never, and I've seen a lot of people new come on the scene. Even to me, he's even better than Gervonta Davis when Gervonta came out.
I seen 2 fights before this last fight, and yeah, he was like that.
Dude was fast. Like I say, he had speed, power, and killer instincts. Did you look at his face when he walked away from dude?
Yeah, he already knew what was going on.
And he tells you, I ain't trying to, stay for overtime. His dad is just smiling like a motherfucker. But Golden Boy got him. Hey, they got a winner right there. They don't need, like, going forward. Now that you see with PBC, all that shit that we was trying to tell you, remember? About PBC, now y'all see the deal. Now they saying very close to a deal with Amazon Prime. As I did my show before, ATL, I don't think you was here. Very close to Amazon having a deal with Amazon Prime. It's not the same as I got an Amazon Prime deal. And I'm telling y'all, if PBC managed to get that deal with Amazon Prime, it ain't gonna be how PBC is used to carrying out business. Y'all hit that subscribe button if y'all haven't already. Hit them like buttons. But it's gonna be different because Amazon Prime really don't have nothing to gain by getting in bed with PBC. And if people can't see that, because I know it's a lot of PBC sexuals, I'm gonna call them sexuals, that cannot see shit, for what it is. Amazon Prime doesn't really gain anything by getting in bed with PBC. Nothing.
I'm gonna tell you what I think they're trying to do.
What?
Amazon is like linked with Fire Stick.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're gonna do some shit so they can block people from streaming Fire Stick to make some more money. Because they know a lot of people are streaming off of Fire Stick and stuff like that. So I think they're gonna come up with something where they can make all their money. It's gonna make you have to pay for it. That's why I think they're trying to link with Amazon Prime.
I don't know how you can steal off Amazon Prime. I don't know anybody who figured that out yet.
Nah,
how you can
that's what I'm
stream.
saying.
But
That's what I'm saying. All the Fire Stick is through Amazon, right?
No, you don't have to have Fire Stick. It's on my smart TV. It's a button built into the remote. I just go to Amazon Prime. They got their own app. I don't think you can steal off it, but I ain't for sure. Don't take my word for it. But again, can you name one thing that Amazon Prime gains by being with PBC? I pose that question to everybody.
I guess you purchasing the app, maybe. I don't know.
Think about it. How many hardcore boxing fans they say United States have? Don't and go with what they've been saying. If you don't know, they always said between 300,000. They was like, we got shown enough real boxing fans, 300,000 in America total. That's what they said. So let's say between 300,000 and 500,000. That's fair. That's overkill, right?
Yeah.
Out of that 300,000, if you start there, and even if you go to 500,000, guarantee, if you got money to buy a fight like at the live gate or buy a pay-per-view, you already got Amazon.
Yeah.
So that's why I say Amazon Prime would be doing PBC a favor. Will be pretty much saving them from drowning. It is a sinking ship with PBC. I'll tell my homeboy that he can't stand to hear, because some people, he's such an Earl fan, he associates PBC with Earl. And I'm like, they're two different things, dog. PBC and all in all, as I always say, they failed at boxing, but just because you failed don't mean you can't get back up. Matchroom with the Zone failed. The Zone failed over here. Their little experiment coming over here. They had to tuck tail, go back on over to England.
Yeah.
You know, but look, they here. They're a permanent staple. They still put on fights. You ain't gonna win everything. But you know, dude was like, well, Al Heyman, the great Al Heyman, what he did for all these entertainers. But he fucked over some entertainers too. Not on purpose. I'm talking about just in the throes of being in business. You gonna win some, you gonna lose some. He owe Beyonce some money. He owe a lot of people some money. He ain't.
Hey, check this out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got to go back to what you said earlier. I had asked you about the card on the 23rd, right?
Yeah. Damn, he fell out. Oh, you back?
No favorite right there, right?
Okay, say that again. You had dropped out and now you back. What you say?
I was saying I was asking you about the event on the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
With the heavyweights and Bibble and everybody, like, you know, our boy on there, Deontay Wilder. You ain't gonna support our boy?
Yeah, I mean, that's hard. I like
that's
Bibble
gonna be the
too.
greatest card to end the year, like.
But let me tell you, I'm gonna answer that question.
Okay.
Y'all know me on here, and ATL can attest to this. I was a Deontay head. You know, I was Deontay fan to the utmost. As you hear me saying was. I'm still a fan, but not like I was before. Out of sight, out of mind. That's why I went on this rant today about motherfucking Tank Davis. He gonna be the same way. Out of sight, out of mind. But it ain't, if you listen to Deontay, it ain't all his fault, because you know Deontay put out a declaration last year where he said he at the end of his career. Y'all talking about Terrence. Deontay is older than Terrence. And Deontay said he got about 6 fights left or something like that. And he had it mapped out. Did PBC come through for him? If these PBC fighters don't jump ship, I don't know what to tell them. PBC is on the sinking ship right now. They don't want to go to ESPN because look how badly they was in competition with them and talked about them.
You know what, Mitzi? I ain't even think about that. He is on the Zone card. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even think about that. But I think he's trying to set himself up for a fight with Joshua. And then they gonna have the fight between, because you know Usyk and Fury finna fight. So I think he's trying to set himself up for that fight.
It's a money grab and all that, you know. Joshua, AJ, Usyk, and Tyson Fury, they all can become undisputed champions. It's just who fight who. You know, they be like, Tyson Fury got Deontay's number. I don't think so. I think Deontay didn't make sure or ensure that he had enough in the tank to last through a complete 12 rounds. He put it all out on the field and probably had to. If you look how much bigger Tyson Fury is to Deontay, he had to give it his all right off the dick. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the bell rung. But
he did.
He
still got cheated though.
And he got cheated twice. He won the first one. He won the third one. Point blank period. And even the Europeans was like, yeah, what can you do? So I don't think Tyson got his number. I think if he get a fight that's fair and the referee do that job and the judges don't try to cheat, hey, you know, then it'll be something. Because the first one, it was the judges. The third one. It was the ref, and I don't know if he did it on purpose or just I don't even know
He
who
did it
that
on
ref
purpose.
was. You know what I'm saying? So,
He been cheating everybody. I've been watching his ass.
Oh, okay. Shit, but he fucked Deontay up, and then PBC when he made that announcement, it was incumbent upon PBC to make them fights, but PBC don't know how to match make Al Heyman and them because they get in the way, or is it Floyd getting in the way? I don't know who getting in the way. The empty suits getting in the way of putting these fights on and shit. And I'm gonna tell you, it ain't gonna be no boring fights at Amazon Prime. It ain't gonna be no marinating. Ain't gonna be none of that shit because every fight can't be a pay-per-view. And Amazon Prime do not need PBC. And PBC got to know that going forward. But if you have an opportunity, because as of today, and have been for the I don't know how long, PBC ain't got a network. Y'all know that they said that Benavidez fight was the last Showtime fight.
Yeah,
PBC ain't got no
fucking
period. Network.
Yeah, period.
Huh?
No, they said it period. Yeah, I remember that.
So, what you gonna do? 200 fighters that's been shelved. It ain't like I ain't never denying that PBC can't make a comeback. I'm just saying they failed. It happens to a lot of people. But all this worshiping PBC, a network or promoting company, that's crazy to me. I do not worship Top Rank or ESPN or The Zone or Matchroom or whoever or Golden Boy or whoever. But
I got a question for you, right? Because I know you ain't gonna be on here much longer, right? Since you talking about oh boy, what you think about Morton?
I haven't seen that guy fight, but I seen him in practice. But he probably just like on the level of Kid Austin to me. Haven't seen him fight though yet.
That motherfucker is Gervonta 2.0.
Is he?
Both of his professional fights, his first two is the first round. And he moved just like Gervonta, if not better, at his age right now.
I'm going to tell y'all, Floyd did his job with Gervonta. He made him successful. And Gervonta is the one that wants the money and the life. As y'all see with P. Diddy, everybody can't be rich and popular. Some people don't know how to handle that shit. I be like, God, put it on me. Let me win the lottery. Let me do something. I promise you, I know how to do right with the money.
For real.
That's how I be saying. I definitely know how to do right with the money. But then you got people like scoundrels like P. Diddy and shit. And ain't no telling, like, how you gonna tell Gervonta Davis he wrong about anything? He likes to put his hand, he kind of handsy. So how you gonna stop him? You know what I'm saying? And then think about it. If he gets that mad that he makes the mistakes that he make, like he just went to court, leaving the scene of an accident, he's making I'm above the fray type mistakes. Like that feeling when people feel like I'm above it all. I'm above like Diddy. Like I'm Diddy. What the fuck you mean? I ain't gotta be held to no consequence. Gervonta make choices like that. Giving him more money is gonna fix it? No, hell no. And then he don't care about legacy. He don't want to be a champion. He don't want to be unified. He don't want to be undisputed because he don't want to pay the sanctioning fees. And granted, the sanctioning bodies is doing these fighters kind of dirty with their, their scrupulous shit or unscrupulous. What is it? Scrupulous or scrupulous? I'm gonna say scrupulous shit. Charging these fighters for the sanctioning fees and all that. I get that. But at the same time, that's all we got until somebody can figure something else out. But you don't want that.
But do you think that exactly what Floyd said he was going to do with Gervonta, he's doing? And
I think Floyd did his job. He was a champion one time. So if he said, I'm going to make him a champion, that came true. He is a hot ticket item fucking with Floyd. But that's what Gervonta wanted. He wanted the money. Then Floyd was trying to bring him along. He was being strategic. And even by admission of Gervonta's mouth, he's saying, I never picked my fighters. I never cared. Why wasn't you picking your fighters? I'm on people about not taking control of their career and everything. But Javante, this is what I'm saying. It's like you talk about Moulton and you talk about Kid Austin right now. They just now new to the world, right? They getting this notoriety. Suppose one of them two motherfuckers say, all I want is to be rich. I just want some money. Fuck them sanctioning belts and fuck. Why would you, who go to work every day or 5 days a week, dip in your pockets to make this nigga rich? He ain't never gonna buy you no car. He ain't gonna pay your bills. He ain't never gonna do nothing for you. But you supposed to dig and grab your little coins, your $100 or less, either for pay-per-view or live gate, and give it to this nigga. And he don't want to be a champion. He don't want to, because I mean, when I was in college, we had to do a paper on how relevant sports are. And I never thought of it this way, but after taking that class, it was a sports class. And I was like, damn, where would this world be without competition or sports or whatever? Where would we be? Like, we would be, I can even say we would be heathens. We would be zombie. Like, I don't know. Like, it is so necessary. Like, sports in a society is so necessary. Like food that you need to live, to eat. It is, or water to drink. That's how important sports is in a society. And so we all know that, okay, you got your football, basketball, hockey, tennis, what have you. And here we got boxing. And all those sports, those teams or them individuals strive to have a legacy, to win champions and accolades. And then we got boxing, and we got people in boxing and be like, nigga, just pay to look at me. Who is you?
I think he just moving just like, well, I ain't gonna say he moving just like Floyd. I think Floyd just grooming him to move how he moved, because Floyd fought a lot of champions, but Floyd also wanted to fight all the best people out there that called him out or whatever. So I think he just moving Javante more that way. And I think Javante he maturing as, the years go on, and he see that regardless of him fighting champions or not, just like he just fought Ryan Garcia, he ain't got no belt. But look at the money he made.
But he not maturing, but eventually it's gonna hit him. See, he can't see nothing right now. He can't see the forest through the trees. He can't see it, and he won't see it. But when he gets closer to our age, he'll see it. He'll see it, because I'm telling you, 50 years from now, ain't nobody gonna remember Javante Davis, because he ain't never won shit. He ain't never did shit. I was rocking with him when he told WBA, don't send me no fucking, don't elevate me to full champion through the email. I get that part. I get that, because get it out the mud. But he took on Mayweather's issues too soon in his life. It's like when you raising your kid, you don't want your kid to miss out all the intricacies of being 5. You don't want your 5-year-old to be like, let me teach you how to be a man. Let me teach you, things that 14-year-olds go through. No, let this little nigga be 5. And that's how I look at it with Javante. And that part, I don't know if it's too late. Javante is 30 years old now? 29, 30? He ain't no little boy no more.
I think he's like 28.
No, his birthday just passed, or about to pass. Let me see. I ain't even got my phone. You got your computer right there? I know.
I do, but if I click on my computer, nigga, my shit gonna start spinning.
Nah. Yeah. Don't hit it. I'm looking it up now to see if how old this nigga is. Nah, he ain't younger than that. Wikipedia.
Earl is like 34 or some shit. Ain't 36?
Earl 33.
Is that what I'm saying? Javante ain't that old.
Javante Davis is 29 years old. His birthday was November 7th. Them first week November babies, them be the most crucial, meanest motherfuckers out there.
Hold on, my
P
son birthday
Diddy.
November the 8th now. My son
Hey,
birthday
look,
the
I'm
8th.
sorry. He gonna be. You better groom him good
Oh
because
yeah, he quiet.
look,
He ready.
he got sound like who P Diddy birthday November 4th. My baby daddy birthday November 5th. Everybody I know who birthday in the first couple of weeks of November.
You say
Mm-mm. If I meet a guy and he be like, yeah, my birthday November, I'm pass.
She said pass.
Them damn Scorpios, them true Scorpios, they some mean motherfuckers. So,
My son just like me, quiet, but he probably mean quietly.
my son November 11th, he mean too.
Okay, that what's up.
So I'm
Yeah,
just
my son
saying.
he turned 9. He got them the 8th November.
Yeah, it's crazy. Who birthday November 17th? I was Eddie Kendricks. Eddie Kendricks. I was looking at something. My mama's birthday on November 17th. So is my future son-in-law, and so is my brother-in-law. So we got 3 people birthday December 17th, and Eddie Kendrick's birthday was November 17th. I was looking at a documentary on him today.
My cousin mean to say that shit is Christmas Eve.
Is what day?
24th.
November?
No, December.
Oh, December. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That last week and a half of December. If your birthday, that's some mean people too. Mean or just iffy kind of people. Not all, but like I'll tell you, when I meet people who birthday around there, my guards go up first. Because I don't know what they went through, but I be like, not all though. I do know one person who birthday in that week. And they alright, but like no, most people birthdays do that week. Oh my god, like Christmas babies and shit. I be like, oh, look, cause you know Christmas babies catch hell. They catch hell because everybody, you know, they want to recognize Christmas and not the person's birthday. I mean, I can't even imagine. But you know, everybody got some kind of torturous state to think about when they think about their birthday. Like my birthday, October 11th, in the middle of the month. I'm a true Libra, right?
That's my daughter's birthday.
Yeah, you had told me before. October 11th, right? I bet she cooler than the. How old is she?
Yeah, that's my first child and my oldest daughter birthday.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn. How old are they?
She 24.
I bet she cooler than a fan.
No, she is mean just like me. She quiet. She's mean. Just like me.
It's hit or miss.
She cool. But if you piss her off, she is hell on earth.
That's me. I mean, this one. It's funny that she that already. Who is the other child? What's the other child? Your son or your another daughter?
My son Junior. He 23. He born in July the 9th.
Come on, Shawty. Yeah. Come on, Shawty. Hold on, Shawty. Hold on. October 11th, your oldest child. You say you got 2 children?
My oldest daughter. My oldest son is July the 9th.
My daughter's birthday, July 9th.
And then Khalil, you know Khalil, that's who be around us. He August the 1st.
Damn.
Then my son Kamari, he November the 8th.
Whew. Yeah, that one right
Samaria is July the 13th.
Them damn cancers, boy, they mean too.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you, you know what's funny? If you have sex, you can put it in the calendar. If you have sex October the 11th, maybe the 10th, or maybe the 12th, or somewhere right there, the due date of the baby is July 9th.
Oh, you know. Damn.
Hell crazy. Yeah. I ain't lying. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And let me tell you something else, right?
What?
My brother, my only brother, his only child is the 11th to October 11th. So me and my nephew and my daughter's birthday on October 11th.
Damn.
My brother older than me, but my nephew birthday is October 11th too.
So wait a minute. So Your nephew, your daughter, and who else?
Your daughter.
Oh, no, me. October
Yeah,
11th.
you. Yeah, you.
Yeah, yeah. Man, I'm telling you what. The one thing about October 11th, I don't know what it is, and you gonna crack me up if you say this shit is true. October 11th, most people is always broke. You know, like throughout the months of the year, you have come ups, you have extra money, but October 11th, somewhere around that second week of October or whatever, always broke. Everybody I know, there's always that's a bad month for them. Is that true? You think so?
Yeah. I was going through some shit at that time. I think I talked to you around that time too.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, is that all like a consistent thing? Like for me growing up, I never had, I told my mama, I don't even remember ever having a birthday party. So she like, girl, you a fool. You know you had birthday parties. Cause you know, you ain't gonna remember 1 and 2 year old. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm older than my brother by 3 years. So I remember his. My sister, I remember hers. And if I didn't remember, not that I was there. I wasn't there. But when I say I remember, I seen the pictures. I seen the 1 year old pictures. There is no picture, and never have been, of me having a 1 year old, 2 year old, 3 year old, 4 year old birthday party. I don't remember. And then by the time when I was like going, like, let's say from 5 up, we never had no money. I'm not saying they shitted on me on my birthday, but the best thing we could do, it was always a poor birthday. To bake a cake and everybody say happy birthday. And then when I grew up, like even my daughter had complained. She said, when she was talking to my mama one time, and she was like, what you gonna do for your mother for Mother's Day or her birthday or Christmas? My daughter was like, I don't know what to get her. She never asked for nothing. And she was like, you know, you gotta ask her, do something. She said she's not gonna tell me. She gonna say it don't matter. It don't. And I'm like, if people wanted to know, I finally had to realize that I morphed into a person that had no expectations. And why was I like that? Because I ain't never get shit.
Yeah.
It was never a spectacular birthday. Maybe in my head it was. To me.
Maybe in my head.
Oh, it's my birthday. I'm older. Nah, nobody had money. Nothing ever went down. Nothing. I'm telling you. And that, I ain't saying like that. That's kind of sad, but I ain't saying it to be whining and crying. I'm just telling you how it is. But it developed me into a person. I never expect that. Even in relationships, I was like, I don't know what to tell nobody to get me, because I didn't have them type of days in my life. Christmas, we got what we got. We were poor and we all understood it. We got what we got. But never, you know, the one thing outside of Christmas when you're a kid is your birthday. And that was never really celebrated in a big way. Like, oh, you know, like put you on the pedestal type thing. Not with me. And my
That's
sister,
how I am,
and my brother.
You know, I don't celebrate holidays either, but I don't want him to miss the experience that we had growing up, even though I let him find out on his own that, you know, instead of me just saying, oh, ain't no Christmas, I let him experience it. And then he already know there ain't no damn Santa Claus, we get it, but he still like the experience.
Yeah, I remember I held that truth back for a minute. My daughter was in tears. Just tell me. I was like, it ain't a such thing. And then a couple of days go by and I feel bad. I'm like, why I tell her? Then I ease my way back to saying, oh, it might be Santa. She said, no, you said. I said, was I telling the truth or wasn't I? Man, I did that for a girl like that for a long time. But she got to, like I said, the one thing I was going to rectify was make her birthday a big to-do. And I did. And it kind of got boring after a while because she always had pool parties. But then I tried to switch it up and get creative and whatnot. But I made it a big to-do. And then Christmas, like, you know, you'll tell new parents, look, don't spend all that money on Christmas, but you know, you just wasting breath. And you can't get mad because every mother was told that and every mother went ham, you know. How many people spent over $1,000 on a baby their first year.
Nobody I know.
Me, nigga, there was $1,500 Christmases. That girl was more happy beating on my pots and pans and playing with the boxes that shit came in. Ooh, I wish I could take some of that back. But either way, you live and you learn. People try to tell you, just like they say, don't put the baby in the bed with you. You don't listen. And then you do it, then 10 years later, you be like, God damn. But you live and you learn or whatever. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna be looking back to the boxing, y'all. I'm sorry we done ventured off. Me and ATL, we tight like that. Together, what is it? What's the song? Together we stand, divided we fall. We tighter than pantyhoses, 2 times small. TT, you supposed to call your name.
Hey, we both back, man. Hey, we both been going through some things, man. Hey, like and subscribe, man, to the channel, man. We back. We gonna end the year off right.
Yeah, we're gonna try to.
Life has happened to both of us, but
it happens like that.
We gonna continue to bring y'all this good news for the new year coming up and the rest of this year, man. So tune in to Miss T, man. Like and subscribe again. Drink your water. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your health. Take care of yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got.
That's all you got is your health. We looking at some new up and rising talent like Moulton and Schofield. I ain't worried about Bud. I don't know who worried about where he gonna fight next. I say, shit. He ain't getting the Canelo because Canelo look like he beat in on Charlo. Canelo smell blood in the water. So Canelo your prediction?
My prediction is the rematch in March.
Oh, okay, with Spence and Bud.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard Spence out there doing yoga and shit.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't off no story or nothing. This is off the top of my head. I say rematch in March.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Both him and Bud cleared. When we look, Ryan said he cleared 30 million. So Tank did that and more. Bud and Crawford got at least 25. We know at least 25. They probably cleared 30 as well. I put myself in those guys in those gentlemen's shoes and say, let me clear that much. Am I gonna stick around? Am I gonna even want to fight no more? Tank is a person who strike me. He go hard in the paint, but it don't seem like it's in him to want to get up and run, to want to whatever. He got that money, and that's why I went on that rant about Tank, because he's acting like Ryan was acting in the beginning. Now, y'all know when him and Ryan met up, Ryan was already a millionaire. Ryan was worth $10 million. So for Ryan to make this change, and he's like, I want to be a champion. I want to, go hard in the paint pretty much. Man, he making a fan out of me. But it seemed like Tank falling back. But Tank got that money. Can any of us say we wouldn't do the same? But with Tank, I caution you. Because if it's about the money, you better strike that metal 2-3 times. Like Canelo fought Triple G. That's where the big money came in. That's how he became a cash cow. You better strike that metal 2 or 3 times and early. Before, don't be just settled with that 30 million, because you know what? You still young. You still make them dumbass choices. Sometimes, hate to be hard, but it is what it is. And you gonna have to pay through the nose, dude. You more vulnerable now that you got all this money, because the choices you make, motherfuckers can sue you. Plus, if you take all this time off and then come back later because your money dwindling down and shit, who the fuck you think gonna pay for that shit? Because we gonna see right through you right now. I'm seeing it right now in the beginning. So I'm trying to head you off for going that path. You've been out of jail for a minute and you ain't bust a grape trying to get a fight. What the fuck is that about?
I think he's just waiting.
I'm not paying for another Tank fight. I just can't, not right now. Till he become a fucking boxer, a real person of the sport. What I'm trying to say, a real ambassador to the sport. I just can't. I can't. And I love Tank. I like his style. I think he's awesome. I can't say enough complimentary things about him. But I refuse to give a nigga money just to be giving a nigga money.
I think he just know he the man right now, man. Ain't nobody else fucking with him right now, so he just chilling. And he waiting for that right move. He waiting to see what's going on between Devin and Regis. He just seen what happened between Ryan and Diorte. So I think he just waiting to 2024 to make his next move. And I really think since Devin and let all them belts go, that we're gonna have a good year 2024 in boxing, man, because it's gonna be a lot of matchmaking to get the belts. So I think it's just a waiting game. The year from the end, kind of good. We had a great year in boxing, but I think with the new moves with PBC and we trying to see what the hell they gonna do and everything that's going on right now, as far as the fights to the end of the year, I think we're gonna have a lit 2024. Honestly, that's just my opinion.
I hope so. No, man, I'm looking at this like I guess it's commercial on YouTube. Blueface and
Yeah,
his
I
girl
seen that.
Jaden. Man, that face of hers is weird as fuck. She do look like Stewie on with that shit is weird as hell. Also looking at a YouTube thumbnail that says Javante Davis agrees to fight Noah Inoue. Noayo Inoue on one brutal night, I guess. I don't know if Inoue acts to fight Javante or whatever the fuck, but that should be interesting. I seen Inoue fight. I feel about him like I feel about Kid Austin. That's a great fighter. But you know, they want to praise him and put him up on the pedestal too. So I really don't know. I hope boxing just gets better for 2024. Maybe Showtime needed to be canceled. So, the bulk of the fighters are at PBC, so PBC can get their shit together. I hope PBC gets better and come back stronger. But they going to the right one because Amazon Prime ain't gonna be putting up with their shit. And that's the only good thing. Other than that, make sure y'all hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Remember, if you've already subscribed, don't touch that dial. Engage with the Cash App. Yo, that's my only way to monetize. So hook a sister up. And I'm gonna put this link in the chat. I should do it all the time. No, I think I got a link that says, yeah. Y'all see that? AskMeT51.com. Go get you a t-shirt. If you want a specialty shirt, you can email me and I will make your shirt for you. I do that. But do go to AskMeT51.com and get y'all a shirt. Get you a gadget. You know what I'm saying? It's Christmas, decoration, decorative things in there. Nice, precise shavers in there for the men. Just go in there and have fun. Like I said, it's a lot of nice shirts in there. Look it up. But anywho, bear with me through this week. I don't know how my internet's gonna be. But like today, I was like 34 minutes late because the internet wasn't acting right. And hopefully it'll be acting right tomorrow and the rest of this week. But Xfinity, I pray that it works from my lips to Xfinity ears. Anywho, thank y'all for joining me and my Pamela James voice. Peace.